In this video, I'm going to share with you why I stopped taking ayahuasca. Hi, my name is Alice. I'm from A Whole New High and this is our channel. So why did I stop taking ayahuasca? I have taken ayahuasca 5 times in my life and the last time was 2 years ago. Since then, I have explored other psychedelics, but no longer ayahuasca. And the reason for that is that the ayahuasca experience that I had were really, really difficult for me and really harsh. And not that I think that it's not really good to go through really difficult experiences and come out on the other side better than before. But for me, it was like very clear after my last experience that I was really pushing myself. I was pushing myself really hard to go into my fears, to heal. I was forcing the healing on me, and that in fact wasn't healing at all. So my ayahuasca experience always took me into the deepest, darkest fears that I had. And for some people, that's what you go through. For other people, you have beautiful experiences of light and love and healing in a very different way. And I kept wanting to have that experience with ayahuasca, and I kept trying, and I thought like, just have to go through my darkness and one day I will feel the light. And in my very last experience with ayahuasca, I was in Costa Rica with a shaman, and he said at the beginning of the ceremony that if he comes with a second cup, we should definitely take it. He only offers it if we really need it. And if he comes with a third cup, we also really need to take it. I took 1 cup at the beginning. I didn't feel so much. Then I took the second cup. He came with the second cup and I took it. And then I had an experience which was intense, but it was more manageable than the ayahuasca experience I had before. It was quite manageable. It was dark, it was light, it was like I felt pain, but I also felt beauty. And I came out of it and I was really happy because for the first time I felt like, wow, I really managed to go through an ayahuasca experience and I felt like I had done a lot of healing. And then the shaman appeared next to me with a third cup and I really didn't want to take it. But because he had said before that if he appears with the third cup, we should really take it because that's when we need it, I pushed myself and I took the third cup. And from that moment on, I went through hell again. I went through hell. I was vomiting like I had to vomit. I had to go to the toilet. It came out on both sides. Every step towards the toilet, I had to stop and vomit because I was so dizzy I couldn't stand up. I had to lean on the shaman. When I was on the toilet, I couldn't even sit on the toilet because I was so dizzy. It was really, really difficult and horrible. And I vomited. I released a lot for sure. A lot of negative energy that was stuck inside of me. But then the next day, I didn't really feel a lot better. I still felt really, really bad until a few days later, and I started to integrate the experience. And it was, we started the ceremony at 7 in the evening, and it lasted until 8 in the morning, and I was high the whole time, and the last 6-7 hours were hell. And after that experience, I decided that's not the way that I want to heal. I don't want to go through hell all the time to come out on the other side. I want to take care of myself. I want to surround myself in tenderness, and that's what I need to heal. And I used MDMA a couple of weeks afterwards to integrate the ayahuasca experience, and also because MDMA is a much lighter substance to heal with. And on that MDMA experience, I realized that what ayahuasca was teaching me in that moment when the shaman came with the third cup was to say no. But I didn't. And because I didn't say no, because I didn't listen to my inner no in that moment, to my boundary, I went through hell. So that was a really good lesson, and it took me a while to really understand it. But in that moment, I realized, okay, that's what I need to do. I need to say no to ayahuasca and no through going through hell to heal. Because that was also the belief of mine, that you need to go through through all of your suffering and through hell in order to heal, but you don't. You can also heal by receiving the opposite experience of whatever trauma you experienced in your childhood. And that can be really beautiful and loving. And who knows, maybe if I would take ayahuasca now, it would show me exactly that, because I changed my belief around how to heal. But for now, I still haven't felt the call to take it again. I have continued my healing journey, and I have taken psilocybin and MDMA because for me personally, they feel a lot gentler. And they are just as healing as my ayahuasca experiences were. And yeah, I think that sometimes what we need to realize is that we don't have to push ourselves to heal. We had a participant at one of our retreats. We from A Whole New High have created a retreat in the Netherlands where we work with psilocybin. It's called the Shift Retreat, and it has 2 psilocybin ceremonies during that week. And one of our participants once decided that she was not going to participate in one of the 2 ceremonies because she was pushing herself too hard. She was very doubtful if she should do it or not, so we had we sat down with her, we felt into her, she felt into herself, and she decided, even though she had paid to attend a retreat, she wanted to do 2 psilocybin ceremonies, that it was better not to attend to the first ceremony. And she just went into her room, spent a day in her room while the other participants went into the ceremony. And she came out of that experience extremely happy, because she had honored her no, she had honored her boundaries, she had listened to her fears instead of pushing through. And that was an extremely healing experience for her. And that gave her so much trust that she went into the second ceremony and had an amazing experience. And if she had pushed through in the first ceremony and gone into had taken psilocybin, even though lots of inner parts of her were not on board with it, it would have probably been a very difficult experience for her. So instead of pushing through, she respected her no and didn't do it. That's not to say that we should never push through. There are definitely moments and definitely people for who it would be really beneficial to push through because they live their life in fear. But if you're the kind of person who always pushes yourself to face your fears, to go through, then it would be a very healing experience for you to stop doing that once, twice, more often. Just to give yourself the experience of gentleness. So I have learned for myself that even though pushing through is very good for many people in certain moments of their lives, that me being someone who has done it way too often in the past, taking a break from that, taking a step back and allowing myself to heal in gentleness has really moved me forward on my healing journey. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any comments, if the video resonated with you, if you have the same problem of always pushing through, just leave a comment and subscribe to our channel.